Guys, a number of our students have been asking us as of late, how do we trade news? Can you teach us how to trade news? How can we understand how fundamentals work in FX? Kid you guys not, I remember back in 2016, we used to trade news every day. We'd put a buy stop and sell stop above and below price, and then we would just sit, hope and pray when the minute that the market opened, it would trigger our pending order and put us in. Now, that is a terrible, terrible way of trading news. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna teach you guys how to look at Forex Factory, look at rough averages of what's going on with the news, and then understand which news events have a higher impact so you can either stay clear of the market or participate in the market. And not just that, but use news to your advantage and catch continuations when you're swing trading. So let's go ahead and hop on the charts, guys. I'll see you in a second. Guys, so one of the things that I really enjoyed when I first started trading was trading the news. Now, what I want to do is I want to go through and teach you guys how I recommend y'all should follow along in the sense of trading the news. So when it comes down to Forex trading, Forex is almost 90% technical to 95% technical, and it's potentially like 5 to 10% fundamental. Now, even though it is majority technical, fundamentals have a key role in playing with price. So you as a trader, you need to know where to go and find your fundamentals. So let's bring it here and come on. Cool. So step one is come to this website, Forex Factory. This is where I get my Forex news. Step two is I just click home. Step three is I click right here where it says more. Now, when you click more, what's going to happen is you see all these different folders, right? Now, what we like to do is over here, there's a little button. It's called filter to the right. We click that and we uncheck the orange folder and the yellow folder because we only want to see high impact news. We hit apply. Now, what we're able to see is we're able to see all the high impact news that's coming out for the rest of the week. So today's the 18th. It's a Saturday. We're seeing what's coming up for the following week of the 20th up to the 24th, right? So step one, we have some GBP news. We have some Australian news for Monday, kind of slow. Tuesday, we have a lot of CAD news and a lot of USD news, okay? Or not a lot, but we have one folder, FOMC meeting minutes. It's kind of hit or miss. This Tuesday, CPI is very big for any currency pair. Now, when it comes down to it, the way you kind of read the news is very simple. It says CPI M-M. If I click this, it says change in the price of goods and services purchased by consumers. If the actual is greater than the forecast, then it's good for the currency. If the actual price, right here it says actual, if the actual price is greater than the forecast, then it's good for the currency. So what I like to do is I like to take a rough average of all of the different CPIs for this specific pair of CAD, and I'll put them into perspective. So we have 1 green, 2, 3, 4 greens, 1 red, 1 neutral, another red, 5 greens, 3 reds, 6 greens, another neutral, 6 reds, 7 greens, another neutral, another red, and 2 more greens. So I look at the average of these and I'm like, for the most part, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So it's about even in the sense of it being positive and negative in the sense of neutralism, right? So I look at the rough average of all of them. Averaging them out, it's about even, right? So there's no average that we can take from that. Now, what is the next thing I'm gonna do? I'm gonna go to my actual currency pairs, and this involves doing a little bit of work, right? I'm sorry, you're gonna have to do a little bit of work, but you're gonna go to the CAD pairs, and what are we gonna do? We're gonna go back to September 19th. This was a nice trade, but regardless of that, September 19th, September 19th, where are you? Okay, so September 19th, more than likely, this was that news move to the downside. Wasn't really that disruptive. Let's go back onto this. Another thing you can do is just wait for the news to come out. There'll be like a green button on next to this X. See, there's an X right here, and then it says 0.2 right here in this line where it says CPI. There'll be a green button. You can keep hitting refresh, and then the news comes out, and then you can kind of play it by ear just like that. But that's one way. Another way is lining up your technical analysis with what the fundamentals are telling you. Another way is actually taking the time to learn and understand these events. Like each one of these events usually has a press conference. Wednesday, we've got unemployment claims. We got some Australian news. We have more US news. We have more Canadian news. Japanese yen holiday, yen pairs might be slow. Thursday, we have a shit ton of euro news, a lot of PMIs. So this upcoming week is going to be a big news week. So if you're willing to participate in the markets and take the risks on certain moves, there's a lot of potential momentum coming in on Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. And then to finish off the week, Friday, more PMI news. CPI is high, PMI kind of moves the market. So there's a lot of different stuff happening. It says, we have Thanksgiving this week too. So Thursday is Thanksgiving, but regardless of that, we're still gonna have euro moves and pound news. In regards to how to look at the news, there's two ways to anticipate it, and I'm going to take it to the chart. So sometimes this is what happens when it comes down to news moves. Sometimes there's a whole move. Let's say this is one continuation move from here to here. Sometimes what the news will do is it'll give us a very fast spike in one direction just to grab liquidity, fulfill an order that they are looking for, and then quickly move in the opposite direction. Sometimes news will just keep continuing in the direction you're going in, and if prior to those news events you're in trades and you're holding those moves for continuations, it potentially go in your favor. That's where the correlations with understanding the averages, and not only that, but watching and listening to these news events is super critical. And then sometimes, price is bullish, we have good order flow, and then the news comes out and then just boom, it just shakes the market, rattles the market up, and then it just changes the overall directional bias for the rest of the week. There's so many different ways to go about it. One thing that when we were very young we used to do is if the market was right here, we would place a buy stop and a sell stop. Now, I'm not recommending you do that at all. The news does not move as much as it used to do. I remember NFPs back in 2016 would move the market 200 pips, 300 pips, and it would be insane. And now you see NFP making moves like 30, 40 pips, 50 pips, and it's not even fun to trade anymore. So in regards to it, guys, when it comes down to news trading, there's several different ways to do it. I personally do not trade news. If I'm in a position and my stops and my risk is already break even, or I have a stop profit and profit, whatever the case might be, if a fast false move happens and it comes into an area where I would like to take an entry, I'll do so. But at the end of the day, 9 times out of 10, I'm sticking out of news events just because I don't really want to participate. The last major news event I really took place in was Brexit. And Brexit was, I don't even know how many years ago that was. That was 2019, I believe. I think this was Brexit. No. I'm being dumb. This was Brexit. 2016. This was like the very biggest news movement that I ever participated in was Brexit. But to be honest, I don't trade news like that. A lot of people ask me how I do certain things, but if I don't do them, I can't teach you how I do them. But what I can do is I can give you perspective on what I did in the past and perspective on what it is that I look for. Even though I don't trade the news, I still watch and keep an eye just so my technicals don't get fucked up by fundamental analysis. But I'll tell you guys this, is if your technicals are on point and you have a good understanding of the direction and the flow that market's moving in, then a lot of the times the news will just continue in your favor. Let's say we bought down here and then news comes out, spikes down, hits an order block or something, and then continues. If you have the correct directional bias, usually news will either give you an entry or help you get to a target if you're in the right direction. But with that being said, guys, that's literally all I got in the sense of news trading. I hope you guys enjoyed that one. All right, guys. So as you guys know, I don't trade a lot of news myself, but I tried to make a video to the best of my ability breaking down Forex Factory, how we look and interpret news. Not only that, but how you could take advantage of it when it comes down to entries, exits, and continuations. If you guys enjoyed this video, go ahead and join the Discord down below. Get more value every single week, every single day. Our free community is popping off alongside with the premium chat as well. Feel free to hop onto some of our free calls, guys, and see how it is that we're trading indices every single day, how we're trading FX and gold every single day, and how the members are killing it. So that being said, guys, appreciate y'all watching. See y'all in the Discord. Peace.